You guys, I just looked at my subscriber count and I'm at 3,600 people. Grateful isn't even the word. There is no word that covers the bigness of my feelings regarding this, but there's also just so much confusion. How is it happening? Is there somebody behind me? Like, what's happening? Operation Puppy Pad is an amazing success. After I use the restroom, I put that like that, then I put that down, and it catches any of the pedensation, condensation, evaporation, whatever the heck that is, traps it in there so it's not like dripping wet like it was on the plastic thing. Then when I need to use the restroom, I just lay it to the side, use the restroom, and then after I'm done using the restroom, I just put it back. I reuse it for a few days in a row because it doesn't feel gross anymore. And I have been told that it is not pedensation. It is just regular clean water by a few of you. And I think that makes sense because like minerals and all of that stuff, that can't like evaporate, right? I'm super not science brain, so I actually don't know. But it would make sense that it would just be water. And it was still gross having it just wet on the plastic, but it's trapped in that puppy pad now. So I just use it there for a while and then eventually I'll throw it away. But if we look at it here, with our discerning eyes, I have used this puppy pad now for about 2 or 3 days now. I wanted to have like a good sample to show y'all. It looks white. I don't see anything. Now I have shitty eyes, so maybe you're seeing something that I don't. Let me know. But it looks white to me. It does not look like pedensation. It doesn't look like pee. I see no yellow. I think that it is correct that it is just water, which is wonderful. And more importantly, I'm not having to deal with like a wet plastic sheet in the middle of the night when I have to use the restroom because you guys had the brilliant puppy pad idea. And I'm telling you what, that is one of the best van life hacks I have had or experienced. Thank you so much. Passing it along. If you have pedensation issues, condensation, evaporation, whatever the heckaroonies it is, puppy pad, it catches it. I haven't had to test the puppy pad that I have underneath there because luckily I haven't overshot. I've gotten pretty good at aiming, you know what I mean? So there you go. I just checked the weather and it's gonna be cloudy and or stormy for the next 10 days. It's catching me off guard because the weather changed. At first it said it was supposed to be for 3 days and I was like, okay, I can handle 3 days. I really thought we were done with this. I really thought we were done with this. I don't have enough power to get through 10 days. Listen, I'm grateful, you know, spring showers bring the flowers and all of that. And I am trying to find that. But once the sun gets here, leaves, it's leaving me. Sun, where you go? And it has. I woke up this morning and I checked the weather and it's gone. It's gone for 10 full days. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't even know if I can feel excitement for this storm that's coming. It's supposed to be a pretty big storm, so I guess I'm excited, but I'm also like, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I might be a little late with the video, y'all, and I'm really sorry. I'm doing my best. You hear that sound? Like there's something on my tire. There's something going on with one of my tires. What is that? That's not normal. Cramp. It sounded like there was something like maybe stuck in a tire. This is actually the tire I had to get replaced right after I bought it. And there's a little bit of a rock in there. I don't see how that would do. Or I'm not gonna be able to get that with my fingers, but I don't see why that would do anything. And I'm pretty sure it is on this side of the car. Oh no. What's this? That's it. That's it right there. Dang it. Well, I guess I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that. America's tired. All right, we're here. They are opening in 30 minutes and I'm hoping that they're not very busy today and they can save my butt because there's a nut in my tire. I think it's a nut. I don't really know what the difference between a bolt and a nut is, but it's some kind of metal apparatus that is not supposed to be there. We're just gonna wait and hope and pray and everything's gonna be fine. I'm sure. It was a screw. It was a screw in my tire and they fixed it. They pulled it out, they plugged it, they patched it, they did the thing, and they didn't charge me a thing. It's free. Oh my gosh, it's a good day, y'all. You hear that? That's the sweet sound of a smooth tire. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh, new dream van unlocked. Look at the color. You can stand up in it. I'm fawning over here. I am finally comfortable enough in a parking lot during the day to be just like in a random parking lot with my windows down, with my window covers down. For the first longest, well, until now, I didn't want anybody to see me in the back here, you know, the whole shame thing. So whenever I would have to be in a parking lot during the day, I would put my window covers up and then I'd just be in the dark back here. I mean, you know, I have some USB lights or whatever, but frankly, it's hard to keep up with them power wise. Anyway, the point is I can now, hello everybody. It doesn't even bother me anymore. Okay. That might be overstating it just a tiny bit, because like when I see somebody drive by, there's still like that initial, and then I realize, who cares? It is not the end of the world. I'm gonna call it a win. I was just in the McDonald's bathroom and somebody came in and knocked on the door just to see if I was in there. But my brain immediately went to, oh my God, it's the knock. And I like froze for a second because it wasn't like a, you know, like usually when you're trying to see if somebody's in there, you're like, you give like a little tentative knock, like, or whatever. They were like, and I froze. It took me like a heartbeat to answer because I thought it was the knock. And I was like, shh, don't let it know I'm in here. It's air out day, folks. The last few days have been rainy, and the last couple of nights in a row, I have forgotten to crack my windows. So I am gonna just sit the whole day. I got one mattress up there, one mattress here. I put these numbers there so that I would remember, because I need to like rotate them, you know, turn them and stuff so that they don't get all lopsided. Anyway, got everything open, trying to get a little bit of sun, even though it's mostly cloudy. With a chance of meatballs, they say. The main problem with air out day, airhead day, as we like to call it here at this channel. No, the main problem with air out, airhead day is that it's also cold day, because I don't have anywhere to get warm. I can't like close up my van and hide in my van. And the winter has not decided to give up the ghost yet. Can we have a conversation with winter about that? Because like, it's March. It's time. Let's go. I thought spring was springing. What happened? I turned you guys on so that I could like feel y'all on the other end of the phone encouraging me to go and take a shower in the Planet Fitness right now. I really don't want to, but here's the thing. I actually did laundry today and I have clean sheets. And it feels like it goes against the laws of nature to get into clean sheets with a not so clean body. And I can't remember if I've told you this before, but I have always, for as well since the big mental break I had trouble with hygiene, which is really embarrassing to explain. My side brain likes to make it into like this huge mountain I have to climb. Not all the time, but almost all the time. It has been an issue for me anyways. And of course now, being in the van, how it is so much more difficult to take a shower. And once I'm in the shower, I love it. I love the hot water on me. Oh my gosh. But like so many things I love to do, for whatever reason, this thing up here just really loves to make it very, very difficult to actually start, to actually do it. I don't know. Anyway, and now so I'm sitting out here in the parking lot with clean sheets and a dirty body and absolutely no gum, whatever it is I need to get up out of the car and walk into the Planet Fitness. So I turned the camera on because I thought maybe that'll give me the I need, you know? Like y'all are on the other side dancing Madonna with me, and perhaps you're also like, girl, you stink. Okay, and that's all the nudge I need. Okay, thank you, friends. Very much appreciate your honest candor and encouragement, and I am gonna get out of this car and I'm gonna go get clean so that I can put a clean body in my clean sheets tonight. Thank you. I do not know why my brain gives me such a hard time about such a lovely experience. Mysteries abound. Anyway, I am just really, really grateful to you guys for being on the other end of that phone and helping me get over the edge of it. I just got into bed with a clean body and clean sheets. And that is, in my opinion, a win. If I'm right, I think that's 2 wins for the week. So, in the wise words of the indomitable Charlie Sheen, we are winning. Good night. Amazing news. I got rid of my van seats. I'm almost done with my storage unit, which means I have the space in here to put the stuff from my van into the storage unit while I work on leveling the van or fixing whatever it is, however I'm going to do that. So thank you guys for that suggestion, because that's an excellent suggestion, and now I actually have room to do it. Now I just have a little bit of stuff left in there, jewelry making tools that I'm trying to sell as soon as that's sold, and then like a couple of things I'm still trying to decide whether I'm actually going to keep them or not. But that means I'm so close to being able to just rid myself of the storage unit, and I'm going to be such a free flying bird at that point, and it'll just be nice not to have that bill anymore. This is one of the prettiest things in the world to me. When the greenery comes up through the asphalt like that, nature is amazing. I'm sitting here like equal parts super excited that I sold my van seats. And where they went to a couple who have a church down in Mexico, and they had been donated a van, but it had been gutted in the back, so they didn't have any seats, and they wanted to use it for their church. He offered me $80. I took it. That's really cool. So I'm really excited, but then there's also like this other part of me that's like nervous, because that is like the final stamp on I don't know the right analogy I'm trying to use, but it's the final thing that makes it like I can't go trade this van in now. So I can't like change my mind. Not that I could anyway, like financially speaking, or not that I even want to, because I actually am I've gotten so used to the inconveniences of it. I didn't even think there was a part of me that was still like a little on the fence about it. But this has made me realize like there was that part of me that was just a little bit like maybe I should just hold on to those seats just on the off chance that I decide to bail somehow. Now I can't, but that is good. That is good because like, what was I going to do anyway, frankly? But also because I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I know that I talk really loud sometimes. I'm really sorry. That's it. There's no turning back now. There's no turning back now, which is super exciting, right? Like once the bird takes off from the limb, you can't change your mind. Now you're in the sky. You better flap them wings, birdie. I'm flapping, y'all. And just like that, the anxiety is gone. It went really, really fast. That little like scared feeling I had about giving up the van seats. Like I needed them for some sort of, I don't know, life preserve. Get back to land. It's already gone. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm all in. I told you guys in last video that I am agnostic, but that means that I think anything is possible. And I have really started to wonder if maybe all of this wasn't for a reason. The years of fighting so hard, trying so hard not to have this happen, because I did not want this to happen. The fear and all of that, I mean, like, maybe it was all worth it, because, like, look what's happening now. First of all, my daughter is blossoming. She is doing so well. This was exactly what needed to happen for her. She needed to move in with her dad and experience life in a different way than I could offer her. And that is, like there's not even any words to express how good that feels. And this YouTube channel has been the best thing that's happened to me since my daughter was born. And it most definitely would not have happened if I didn't move into this van. And the lifting of the anxiety that I used to feel living in an apartment complex, constantly afraid. I just had this constant fear that a landlord would try and come in my house. And every time I would hear a knock, I would get scared that they were going to come in the house. I don't know. It just was, I know it's completely logical and nonsensical and doesn't make any sense, but like it was a thing that I lived with. And that has been a bigger relief than like all of the other fears and stuff that I've had to deal with since living in the van, if that makes sense. Like, I would swap the van ones for the landlord. No, the other way around. Scratch that. What would Willy Wonka say? I will take the van fears over that landlord fear any day of the week. I don't think I ever want to go back to renting. The weight on your soul when you're renting. And I wouldn't have known that I could be free of that, even though it meant other inconveniences. Those inconveniences are worth it to me, and I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't been forced into it. And then I go back to you guys and what y'all have done for me. Ugh, I know it's super cringy when YouTubers like go on and on about how much they love their community, but golly, have you been in the comments? This community is just mind-blowingly cool, and I would never, ever have gotten that. So, like, maybe it was all meant to be. Maybe. I don't know. All I do know is that I'm glad to set sail and to see what is going to happen. I think we should refer to Charlie Sheen again. I feel very much like Charlie Sheen this week without the drugs.
In the zone of winning.
Winning?
Duh.
Winning. Absolutely. Winning. Do y'all have any wins for the week? Tell me about it. I have been sitting here planning. That's something I have not done in a very long time, like planning for a future that I might actually want to live. I cannot tell you how freeing it is to like just embrace van life. Not because I have to, although yes, I do still have to, but even if I didn't have to, I think I have definitely decided that I am happier, even with all of the discomforts and inconveniences, in a van than I am under a landlord. Now, if I could go buy a house, maybe things would be different, but I can't, right? So I would have to go back to renting, and I don't want to. I would rather pee next to my bed for the rest of my life. So knowing that I am now choosing this, I can now think about what I want to do with it. And like I had sort of, like loosey-goosey ideas about what I would do. But like now I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Because, I have to be in Sacramento until like midsummer. But then I can do anything I want as long as I have gas money to do it, which if I start saving now, I might. And maybe I could go up to like the Washington area. I have always wanted to explore the Washington area. I could do that this summer. It's entirely possible if I budget right and I'm super duper trooper careful. I could go to Washington this summer. And then I would come back down and spend some more time with my daughter, and then I can go to Quartzsite for the winter. But maybe not the whole winter. If I could actually save enough money, and if I can actually find a way to work in a more regular, reliable way, I could maybe go to Baja for winter. Mexican winter? Yes, please. I'm going to say yes to that. I am going to say a big, oh, yes to that. I'm going to say yes to planning a future I actually want to live. And letting go of the things you don't need, like van seats. There's a word I'm looking for. It's not liberating. It's not freeing. Maybe it is liberating. Anyway, there's something very liberating or some word like that about letting it go. And letting that be a choice that I made. And opening up my belief again. Something that I had just really thought I was done with. I really, really thought I was done with making plans, with really having any choice in anything. And I was just going to kind of wait until, it was all over. Stick it out as long as I could, just waiting. I don't know, like, as hoodaloo as it might sound, like, what if all of this really was for a reason? And what if this is exactly what's supposed to be happening right now? What if I get to go to Mexico for Christmas? What if? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm trying not to be too loud about it because of course I am not healed. All of those brain bugs still crawling all over my psyche constantly. Every single struggle that I had in a house, I'm having in the van. So I still am constantly afraid that I'm going to fall even farther. I'm going to lose the van. I'll lose everything because I'm still broken, and I'm always going to be a little broken. I've come to that recognition after many years of therapy and trying every type of medication known to man. This is just who I'm going to be. But despite all of that, knowing that I'm going to have those struggles forever, and it might end up spelling the doom of, all of these plans, of course. So, I'm trying again not to be too loud about it. That other shoe might very well drop. But even with all of that, y'all all being there makes me wonder, is this all meant to be? Is that a thing? What a trip. Anyways, listen, the week, can we say it again?
Wow.
Winning. It's been a winning week. We got this. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, I guess this is as good a place as any to sign off. So thank you for again being here with me and bringing me so many smiles and so much joy and love that I just did not know was out there. I had my questions about it anyway, and y'all reminded me that it is. And dang it, man, there just aren't any words. I'm just gonna ooh and ah about y'all all the time. Deal with it, all right? But until next time, I love you. Bye.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?